Alright, so welcome back. Hoping you guys are having a fabulous day. We are back here today with the entire festival, the one festival, right? With this, we're going to be having a option or a choice to pick one of a festival unit from a 6 amount, right? So you have 6 festival units, you pick one of them, that's how it's going to go. Today I'm going to break it down, give you some tips on who to pick. And again, just remember, we recently, like with the, I think the Liz festival, there was a banner over here that was like a free banner, right? It was in this tab over here. With the free banner, it gave you the option between Escanor, it gave you the option between Liz, Zeldris, Fez Zeldris, Assault Meliodas, Fez Merlin, and who was the last one? Gother, right? That was that banner. Remember, that is a now permanent thing, so if you were a new player, like you started the game at this point, that is whenever you start the game, that banner exists. So again, keep in mind that I'm going to be kind of connecting the dots with both of them, because most of you may have already picked up a unit from that banner that is the same as the one that they're giving now. So obviously, you don't want to pick up the same one. You want to pick someone new, so just keep that in the back of your head if you're a new player and you're watching this video today, and you might have the chance to use that banner. Keep it in mind, it's going to be different for you. All right, so let's talk about that here today. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe. Let's jump into it. Let's break it down. So first off, what is the event? You go over here to the jumping box event, and this is basically how you can get your free UR festival unit and a bunch of other SSRs. So this event is really cool. I'll show you how it works basically. So you have to clear out 50 of these, right? So if I use 10 here, I then hit OK. It'll drop down the number to 30, and I only require 30 more. Animation is cool. The entire event is really cool. So I click this now. Let's see if I actually pull it early. I didn't. Now I can't do any more. I already had that for the day. Now, as soon as I do like 30 more, I can then pull this cord and it will get onto the second tier of rewards. And then you continue all the way onwards until 30. The event lasts for like, what, 2 weeks? Or no, actually, no, it doesn't. It lasts until 12/22. So it lasts a good amount of time, actually, for basically weeks of this entire update, which is really cool. So that's how it's going to go. All right, that's the entire thing. That is how that thing works. As you progress, you unlock more SSRs and the chance to pick, or not the chance, but the option to pick one out of the 6 featured UR festival units. So there's that. Hopping over here to patch notes, right? So again, this is how they broke it down with this entire thing. This is the event, all that's there. These are the rewards. So to actually get the UR festival, you have to do that entire thing 20 times. So it will take you a good amount of time. I'm thinking like 10 or 15 days. Maybe less if you're doing everything properly and doing all that for mail and everything, claiming everything perfectly. Then we could say a little bit less, but I'll currently stand at that, right? So again, 20 is where you get the UR festival. And on this ticket, you can kind of see this is what you can have the choice between. You're going to be looking between, again, Lost Fate Meliodas, Goddess Liz, regular old Fez King, the, again, old Escanor, not the new Escanor, keep that in mind, the green Fez Merlin, and Purgatory Bond, okay? This is the 6 festival units you have. Now with it, I'm going to be very honest with you, okay? I'm going to be very honest with you. This was for free, and majority of you picked this one. Majority of you. There's no way around it. You had to have picked this thing, and now I'm going to say that there. You had the option to pick this one. If you didn't, it's fine, all right? You had the option to pick between this or AMLE, or you never spent the gems to get it, so I understand that. But so basically, like, chalk off a few units here. Ready? Let's move fast with this. Goddess Liz isn't really used as much, okay? She's not really a good unit. I don't think going for her, if you need one character, so you're missing all of these ones, your first pick, obviously, most likely won't be Escanor if you're summoning for the new Escanor. This Escanor is still great for so many things, but I think the new Escanor is just so much better, to where you really don't need this. And then again, majority of us have him, because he was on the free banner. If you summon and did it all properly, you now already have Escanor, so this shouldn't even count. I think, like, out of these 6, okay, a great pickup. He's also not really a good farming unit. You have so many alternatives. You don't even need Lost Fin anymore. I think that Merlin is like the #1 pick for a majority of the community, for both reasons of unknown unit, very good. She's also good for so many different things, like OG Demon, she's really good there. Just farming the Gray also, she's good over there too. So in a lot of areas of the game, she is actually really helpful. So I think majority of us are leaning on this character, also for the reason that she wasn't free, right? This was for free. This was for free. You don't really need this as much. Purgatory Bond is great. If you have Naofumi, or not Naofumi, if you have Reinhardt, and you use actual Purgatory like Bond on a team, you could keep it, right? You can definitely keep it. With the one Escanor being a festival unit right now, every team is just getting stomped, so probably Purgatory Bond's also getting mopped out of here. But again, a 6/6 Reinhardt could counter, and all of that could occur. So keep it in mind, right? So the 2 characters I'd say to lean towards mostly include these 2. It just makes sense, right? So again, yes, Fez Merlin, the old Fez Merlin. Yes, Purgatory Bond. This was for free. I don't think that majority of you need this anymore because you had it. You had a chance to get it. But then again, before I actually say that, it's not that you don't need Escanor. You can also, just saying this now, you can get dupes for Escanor. Not that the new Escanor just will, like, remove him from PvE entirely. I still think that Escanor has a purpose. Remember, his death ultimate is really good. And if you can officially, finally 6/6 that, do it, right? Because again, that ultimate with the bird with so many different pieces of content, that ultimate comes in clutch a lot of the time. A 6/6 death ultimate is like the biggest thing you can finally acquire, and it could be your first like 6/6 death ultimate, and Escanor is the reason you have that. Again, fully up to you. That is a quick side note that I want to put in here. You can grab a 6/6 Escanor, and boom, your death ultimate's way higher now, which again, the higher that is, the better it does, obviously speaking, you know that. So just keep it in the back of your head that if you don't have one, maybe it's a good idea to pick it up, just in case. Again, I don't think the new Escanor is going to like fully remove this this other Escanor. The death ultimate still comes in clutch in a lot of places, but who knows? Maybe that actually happens in PvE where you don't even need this Escanor anymore. He's just outdated. I don't think that's going to happen, but who knows? You don't need this. It's a really outdated unit. The new Liz is way better. This Liz just has a revive, a protect. It's not really used for even PvE content. You used to like use it for the revive. You don't need that anymore either. This Lost Vein Meliodas was mainly, again, for PvE farming and all of that. But you have Fez King, you have Green Shin, you have Echidna, you have Filo. You have so many good units now that you don't even require Lost Vein Meliodas anymore. You even have like what, Amelia that has the same LV ult. So even the ult, right, isn't useful in comparison to some of the units. So again, these two really fell off. And again, if you want a 6/6 King for like farming final bosses in the future, you can go for 6/6 King. That's perfectly fine. He's not, again, terrible or anything, but compared to the new King, who's again using a lot of PvE content, he's mainly like more restricted to some things, to where you only need his Abyss ultimate, which if you have a 4/6 or above Rimuru, it already takes care of that, which you might not have. So maybe you want to go in 6/6 your King finally, or again, the other alternative, if you want to go and do this, you definitely can. You can grab a dupe of somebody you already have. For example, you have a 6/6 Escanor. You can grab a dupe and take that where? The coin shop. Currently in the coin shop, it's not like too crazy. Because again, next month is most likely a Holy War festival. So that's why we are like expecting either Mael, if they do a new Meliodas, whatever they want to do. But that'll be like the Holy War stuff. So Berserker Starossa should hit that shop to where you can get him if you didn't get him already. But with it, right? We have all these units here, which if you want to pull for anything that's not on that pick, right? So again, 1, 2, 3. These 3 units are not on that entire selector, which means if you want Hijack Go there, pick an Escanor or a dupe. You need 2 more additional, right? And then if you pull any on the banner, which there's so many festival units, you have a chance. You can then chase one of these characters if you want to. So you use the dupe that you just got for Escanor. You then go and trade in another 2 dupes of Escanor you got, and then boom, you get Diane, or you get Fez King, or you get Gother, or you wait, get Berserker Starossa, or a copy for, what is it, Fez Eldris for the passive, and like all that, right? So CC, right? All of that is the case. You can just chase that way too. Just grab the dupe and run with your, like onto like a, coin shop and all of that. That's another option. It definitely is. Fully up to you. I'm just giving you the advice again. These units, they've fallen off. You use this for the ultimate. Basically, this unit compared to the new Escanor. Again, I'm still going to say that he's going to have some purpose here and there, but I think the new Escanor is just very, very good. But again, if you don't have Escanor and you did not do the like beginning banner properly, you can now have a chance to at least get this Escanor. And again, if you have the option, let's say you don't have King at all, and you basically are happy with the dupes you have, and you just want to say, hey, for collection purposes to have a festival unit, I can go and pick King and say, screw it, up to you, right? So again, that also does stand. If you want to go in 6/6 a festival unit, for example, Merlin, go and do it. If you want to go in 6/6 your Bond, go and do it for Reinhardt team. That also exists. So all those are like perfectly fine options. You can definitely go and have fun with that, but it's fully up to you, right? And in every situation, it'll be different. If you have a specific situation which you're like, you know what do I do in this area? I like this team, but I like this team also, and I'm going to use both units. Which one should I 6/6? I'll try and answer that down below for you. But again, out of the 6, I think that it currently stands the 2 best ones. Not being Escanor, you already got that. Liz, not the best anymore. King, not the best. LV Million, again, not the best. I'd say it's between Merlin or Bond for majority of the community. So again, lean on those. For me, I'm going to probably finally 6/6 my Merlin. I have 5/6. I have a 5/6 Merlin after all this time. I might 6/6. I think my Bond currently on global is 6/6. I don't actually know, but I think he is. So I don't need that. Again, if I wanted to really, I could just get a Bond dupe or a Merlin dupe and just trade it in for Estarossa, even though I did skip that, right? So I can do that. I already have a few dupes of the characters. I can just go and throw into the shop and get him. I can do it that way. Both are, again, viable options. It's fully up to you. It's fully up to me. We'll decide that way. But again, that's where my advice currently stands. That's really it. And again, if you want to be extra weird, just keep this in mind that you can wait until when the actual other Merlin, the new Fez Merlin, finally appears in the shop and go and trade one of these dupes for her. If you're insane, go and do that. Who knows when the next festival after this one is. So if you're really up for it and you want to be insane and have no idea what you're doing, save one of the dupes and potentially get the other Merlin later in life. Up to you. I'm just the messenger. And again, do take care of this when it actually does drop, because missing out is pretty stupid. It is pretty much down there. After, 2 days now of actually trying, I'm basically on I think I'm only on Escanor. Where am I? So never mind. On my other account, I'm actually a little farther. So after 2 days, I basically made it to Escanor. And again, I didn't do it for today. So just keep that in mind that it will take you some time to actually clear through this entire event. It's a little bit long. All right, 20 entire stages, and then the other SSRs are beyond that too. So you got to clear 30 different stages of this with 50 currency. It's gonna take a bit, so get it done properly. Peace out. Catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. That's all I got for you here today.